Happy Monday. Mr. McCarthy here again with the next piece in the leadership insight that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks, all around the subject of operating states of teams or large initiatives being driven by teams. And we talked, if you remember, about the progression through these operating states: formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. And really, as the name suggests, the optimal operating state for any team to reach is the state known as mastery. And I've been thinking a lot about how much detail to go in to with mastery for these videos. When you mastery, we could talk about for another 4 videos, but I'm going to just kind of give an introduction to the operating state of mastery. Quite honestly, it's rarely achieved. If you can cycle around between formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability, and get to stability. And of course, the world is ever changing around us. So, something will affect that stability and you'll need concentration and momentum and get back to stability again. But mastery, as I said, is the ultimate operating state for any team. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it today and give an introduction to the idea. As you know, when your team has reached that operating state of mastery, you can say that you know the source of success. So that is, even if you can't fully articulate how to produce the results, you know that you can produce those results reliably, predictably. The key to mastery is training others by kind of demanding of yourself that you give away what you do as a leader. And you will distinguish the source of the results more fully for yourself when you give away what you do. As instructors or teachers, it's enormously important that we do that, right? And that's a key to mastery. But there's a kind of paradox here, because mastery requires that you as the leader give up credit for the success of the team. And a lot of people struggle with doing that. To me, it's a critical, key characteristic of a great leader. You have to give up the credit for the success of the team. And you locate those factors that produce the result outside of yourself, and you locate those factors within the people that you give the accountability and the credit to. You have to be able to be responsible for the results, of course, because you're still the leader, but you don't take the credit for them personally. And I mean overtly, right? Not just, hey, good job, John. By the way, that was all me. That doesn't work, right? And it requires that you give up any idea of like your personal qualities and properties, with the source of the results, and it has to be genuine. I hope that makes sense. In mastery, you take a light hand. You've got to be on top of those you are empowering to do the job, but without supervising them. Right? It's very, very much handoff leadership. You've got to give them the room to fail. Failure is the most important way in which we learn, particularly as leaders. So you've got to give them the room to fail and learn like you did. Learn for themselves, right? Again, as the source of the results. Mastery really needs to be treated as a new and kind of unfamiliar space. And as I said, it's often not achieved as an operating state. And even that which well will look different when you're giving it away and you're pulling back and you're giving that credit and recognition to others, and not just giving it to them so that you can be recognized as giving them credit, but truly letting go. it can feel odd and unusual and different. But you'll have the opportunity to learn whole new aspects of yourself, your leaders, you as a leader, your team as leaders. So again, introductory kind of principles to mastery: listen. Those of you who watch these videos will know I'm obsessed with this. I mean, really listen, truly, genuinely, generously listen. Stop being concerned about who produced the results. Become instead interested in what produced the results. Stay on top of everything. You have to now be able to operate, at the 30,000 feet level, right? So stay on top of everything, but really don't supervise or micromanage anything. Again, as I've mentioned a number of times, one of the most important things here: train and develop people, and finally give away the entire job. Okay, so that's mastery from an operating state's perspective. Certainly something that should be aspired to. So next week I'm going to put together the final two operating states. They're the ones we don't ever want to face, but we need to understand what they are. We need to understand what to do. And they are emergency and danger. And they are the operating states that we start to achieve when, as I said, things are going wrong. And instead of having that cycle of concentration, momentum, stability, we start to get into emergency and danger as a team. So hopefully you enjoyed. As always, please hit like, subscribe if you can, and make my life a little simpler as well. And always, please hit some comments to me and ask me some questions. And I always like to have some dialogue about these things. And if you enjoyed it, share it with somebody else. Okay? Thanks, and bye for now.